Hi, my name is Kasandra and I'm the host of Flamenco Cafe, which is a flamenco program brought to you by the Canada Council for the Arts. And I'm sitting here with two compañeros, Oscar Nieto and Josue Taparonde. And today our topic is Palmas Workshop. So this is part of the show where you get to participate at home. Today we're analyzing a song form that's distinctly from Cuba, and it's called Punto Guajiro Cubano, also known as Punto Guajiro, also known as Punto Cubano. So all of those names are ubiquitous with the same piece, and this is a major key song form that can be counted in 3s or 6s. And Josue is teaching this to us in Oscar's studio here. Josue, do you want to tell us a little bit about Punto Guajiro and the history? It comes from farmers from the Canary Islands. Do you want to tell us about that?
It's important to know in the east of Cuba, the farmer was important in the history. The music also is Spanish people when arrived in Cuba, Canary Islands or Andalusia. Between them comes the poetry and musician. In Cuba, born the Punto Campesino or Punto Guajiro Cubano. Guajiro is who work in the farm, influence from Spain and traditional Cuban music and poetry. They have the clave, special clave, the signature is 3 times.
Actually, Oscar, do you want to define for all of us what does clave mean?
Well, the clave is the key that holds the whole musical ensemble together. It can also be the cornerstone, but mainly it's the key that locks all the musicians in rhythm. But it's not the time signature, it's just the rhythm that holds the ensemble together.
And in flamenco, we have time signatures. The time signature in our case here would be 3, counted in 3s or 6s. But the clave is actually a rhythmic soniquete. It is a rhythm for the song. So that's the glue that holds everything together.
Correct.
And so in this case, we would be analyzing, I'm a classical musician, so I like to be organized. I would be counting this actually in 6s, and the rhythm would be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. Is that right?
That's my understanding. Is that
Yes,
correct?
it's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so let's practice everybody together a few times. Ready and go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. Bam, 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 bam.
Thank you for correcting me.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Let's do 2 more.
How do you count?
One more.
1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. Bam, 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 bam. I always think of clave for rumba, which is in 4, but this clave, what do you call this clave again?
The clave is,
Esta en particular.
this is the clave, clave Punto Guajiro.
Okay,
O Punto
we're
Cubano.
doing clave.
O Punto Campesino.
It's too many names. Okay,
Yeah,
Punto
because
Guajiro.
Guajiro is campesino. It's the same.
So Guajiro
Signi-
means farmer and campesino means farmer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when we say Punto Guajiro
Punto Guajiro o Punto Campesino.
or Punto Cubano.
O Punto Cubano.
Okay, so now you have 4 names.
That is punto because the instrument is always it's like punteado, no?
I'll
Go like this.
the guitar.
Yeah, the guitar is en laúd or tres cubano, and but the guitar always rajeado, no punto because it's more hard, no?
Okay.
That is the guitar function in the punto cubano or punto guajiro.
Well, the reason why we're explaining this to you is because the guajira, which is quite famous dance form in flamenco, is highly related to this. Historically, the Punto Guajiro came first. And actually, historically, it's from when the people of the Canary Islands migrated to Cuba. All of those farmers were responsible for that song form in a major key in this time signature. Josue and Oscar were talking about the poem, the Decima, in another episode. And the Decima, again, is based on a poetic structure of 10 lines. A, B, B, A.
A, again,
A,
C, C, D, D, and C.
and C. So you have an example for us?
I have this popular en Cuba, pero miren quién va ahí, es important the rhyme, ahí, ese pillo manigüero is B, que esconde tras el sombrero, B, come now, A, remember, ahí, su cara de yo no fui, se va apurado de aquí, again, A, now we go to C, como un paraje chiquilla, con frío en la rabadilla, Didi, sin aire fiero ni saña, porque los guardias de España, now, sí, le hacen temblar la rodilla. That is improvised. Important to know that. How this the element, the structure, not broke. It's important, no? Depend of the poetry and sing.
Yeah, the talent that is required to improvise is very profound.
Because it's singing and improvising. The other one is controversia because are two people
competing against each other.
Exactly.
Right.
Sorry, are you saying that the Decima is an improvised poetry and song recitation and people are competing at the same time? Is this for families?
Yeah, it's like
Is it for families or restaurant or farmers or like what is the
No,
context?
all is the farmer, the life in that season, of course. Yes, in that season, but maybe about the mulata, about the...
Well, what is the context? Is it like we're
Controversial.
all having a party
Right.
at someone's house?
Right.
So it's not unlike the bulería from Flamenco
Mhm.
in a fiesta form.
Right, where people get together and improvise. And it would be like we're outside having a fiesta, and one singer starts to do his decima, the guitarist plays in between, and then he finishes, and then the other singer does his own version, improvised in the moment, to compete against who's the smartest, who's the more talented.
This is Cuban bulería, everyone. So you're telling us this is Cuban bulería, basically.
Who is better, or me, you say no, you know, or maybe this woman is better, no, she want me, no, she want me, because I am more looking,
I'm better looking than you.
she want me because I am more money, you know.
It's fun.
So it's like fun. It's fun and it's conversational.
Exactly.
Okay, well let's try it. Let's see if we can do palmas to your.
And music. That is the rhythm Punto Guajiro.
Okay.
It's the same when born the Guajira Flamenca. Now it's cante de ida y vuelta because they come to Cuba with petenera, seguidilla, fandangos. It's the same, not the same structure with the poetry, but it's the same music, improvising, and now when come back to Spain, it's Guajira, Punto Guajiro, but now it's called Guajira.
But we're going to continue with the same palmas as before, right?
Exactly.
So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guajira, but exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Continue. Punto Guajiro.
Vale, tú.
Guajira.
Guajira. It's really an evolution in the toque because the style of guitar is slightly different. The rhythm in the clave is the same. And actually the decima
It's the
is the same as the
Exactly.
Guajira letra as well. So now we're going to do an example where Josue is actually reciting a decima, which is very typical in Cuba. What's this one about?
About the independence war, about the mambis or mambises.
And what
Yes.
are the mambis? What is it?
Mambis is the Cuban hero.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is 1, 2,
quién va ahí, ese pillo manigüero. Pero miren quién va ahí, ese pillo manigüero, que esconde tras el sombrero su cara de yo no fui. Se va apurado de aquí como un paraje chiquilla, con un frío en la rabadilla, sin aire fiero ni saña. Pero mira que los guardias de España le hacen temblar la rodilla.
It was 10 lines, but it was so fast.
In Cuba, they play with clave, but it's normally in the punto campesino, like flamenco. It's with clave or palmas.
So everybody's clapping and playing.
Exactly.
What other instruments would there be? Is there only guitar?
Guitar, tres, laúd, and palmas or clave.
Okay, well that's an example of Decima. Oscar, do you have a Guajira?
Flamenca?
Yeah, flamenca.
Yes.
Okay, so these are not the palmas as a flamenco person would do it. We're going to continue with this clave idea. And Oscar has a Guajira and it follows the same structure as the Decima. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6.
Contigo me caso, Indiana. Díceselo a tu papá. Ay, díceselo a tu mamá. Hermosísima Orlando. Casa enclavada, destinada para ti. Con el techo de marfil y el piso de plataforma, para ti blanca paloma que del lado de mí.
Okay, so I'm learning this at the same time you're learning it at home, actually.
We're all learning this.
This is super confusing for me as a flamenco person because Guajira in flamenco is actually counted in 12 beats. You can see the evolution of the music. It graduates from a major key feeling with the Punto Guajiro or Punto Guajiro, and it kind of graduates and morphs into Guajira as we know it. But actually flamenco is quite different. So now we're back to flamenco palmas, and we always analyze in 12. So flamenco music would be starting on 12, and the rhythm for Guajira, there's actually two. The first would be 12, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12. This is more normal to all flamenco people, right?
I'm gonna keep it straight.
12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Ay, que me gusta por la mañana. Después del café.
So for flamenco, it's quite normal for us to layer rhythms upon other rhythm. This rhythm that I'm doing, the first one is 6, 8, 10. So the accents would be 12, 3, 6, 8, 10. More energy, I think, is a different accent, which accents 7, 8, 9, 10. It is also in and out with how Oscar's singing. The analysis is 12, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12. Then you gotta just put more palmas in there. 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12. Let's do a few. You have 12, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11, bam, bam, ba, 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 dum, dum, bam, bam, ba, dum, bam.
Entre naranja y olivo, hay los dos